Nigeria's news updates today, May 28, 2025. Corruption not allowed in Nigeria, says Tinubu. Court orders El-Rufai to pay 900 million naira as damages for illegally arresting, detaining critics. Emefiele appeals final forfeiture order of 753 housing unit estates. Lamido, I won't attend PDP meetings until Wike is expelled. It's a disaster. FG to pay 45,000 monthly stipend to technical college students. 4 Pakistanis arrested as army links foreign mercenaries to training of Boko Haram, ISWAP fighters. Summary of the news. Corruption not allowed in Nigeria, says Tinubu. President Bola Tinubu has reiterated his administration's commitment to fighting corruption and recovering looted assets. Speaking at the Asset Recovery Summit in Abuja, Tinubu, represented by Madugu Gegere, emphasized transparency and investment of recovered funds in health, education and infrastructure. He announced 2 new initiatives, a tech-based asset management system and a public database for tracking recovered assets. Attorney General Lateef Fagbemi reported that in 2024 alone, the EFCC and ICPC recovered over 277 billion naira, $106 million and hundreds of properties. Since 2017, over $763 million and £6.4 million have been repatriated and used for social and infrastructure development. Court orders El-Rufai to pay 900 million naira as damages for illegally arresting, detaining critics. The Federal High Court in Kaduna has ordered former Kaduna State Governor El-Rufai to pay 900 million naira in damages for the unlawful arrest and detention of Adara community elders in 2019. Justice Hawwa Buhari ruled in favor of the elders led by Awemi Dio Misamari. The Inspector General of Police and the Nigerian Police Force were also ordered to pay 10 million naira each for their involvement. The elders' lawyer Gloria Baloson hailed the verdict as a significant stand against abuse of power, emphasizing that immunity does not justify executive lawlessness. The judgment echoes a 2017 case where El-Rufai's government was also ordered to pay 40 million naira to Audu Meikori for similar rights violations. Emefiele appeals final forfeiture order of 753 housing units estates. Former Central Bank of Nigerian Governor Godwin Emefiele has appealed a court ruling that granted the federal government ownership of 753 unit estate in Lokogoma, Abuja. The EFCC had earlier obtained a forfeiture order for the property, initially linked to another unnamed official. Emefiele, through his lawyer, argues that he has a legal interest in the estate and was not given fair notice of the forfeiture proceedings. He claimed the notice was published obscurely and that his involvement in other legal cases prevented him from discovering it. The trial court dismissed his claims, affirming that the EFCC followed due process. Unhappy with the decision, Emefiele filed an appeal on April 30, 2025, requesting that the forfeiture order be nullified, citing lack of evidence and procedural unfairness. He also accused the EFCC of deliberately concealing the case from him. His legal team has also urged the Minister of Housing to halt plans to sell the estate, warning that selling the property before the appeal is concluded will be premature. The government had recently announced plans to auction the estate to low and middle income Nigerians. Lamido, I won't attend PDP meetings until Wike is expelled. It's a disaster. Former Jigawa State Governor Lamido has declared that he will no longer attend any People's Democratic Party PDP meeting until Nyesom Wike, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), and others he described as impostors are expelled from the party. Lamido, who was absent at the recent PDP National Executive NEC meetings in Abuja, said Wike's continued presence in the party threatens its peace and stability. He accused Wike of betraying the party that made him politically relevant and criticized him for allegedly orchestrating the sealing of the PDP National Secretariat, calling the move un-African and an abuse of power. He expressed disappointment in the PDP's National Working Committee (NWC) for failing to act against Wike and other figures accused of anti-party behavior, such as former Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom, who openly supported President Tinubu. Lamido questioned why the NWC has not taken disciplinary steps and said the party must cleanse itself to survive. Rufai. While slamming Wike for seeking favor from President Tinubu, Lamido ironically commended Tinubu for issuing a 14-day ultimatum on FCT ground rent defaulters. He suggested that Tinubu too will soon abandon Wike, whom he described as lacking moral and political pedigree. Lamido warned that the ongoing issues in the PDP point to a broader threat of state-sponsored push toward a one-party system. Despite his boycott, Lamido insists he remains a loyal PDP member but refuses to be part of what he sees as a party in decay. FG to pay 45,000 naira monthly stipend to technical college students. The federal government has introduced a monthly stipend of 45,000 naira for students in technical colleges to boost interest in technical and vocational education and training (TVET). This grant not alone also includes free tuition, funding for industry-based instructors, and skill certification. Backed by a 120 billion naira allocation through NEL Fund, the initiative aims to make technical education a viable alternative to universities. A new bill is also being proposed to create a national skills fund to sustain and expand support for both public and private TVET institutions. 4 Pakistanis arrested as army links foreign mercenaries to training of Boko Haram ISWAP fighters. Abubakar raised concerns about the increased infiltration of foreign mercenaries into Nigeria's northeast, which has intensified the threat from terrorists like ISWAP and Boko Haram. These mercenaries have enabled terrorists to adopt more advanced tactics, such as using drones and fabricating sophisticated IEDs. He highlighted the arrest of 4 Pakistani nationals involved in arms trafficking as evidence. The commander also warned of greater coordination among terrorist groups, resulting in higher casualties and equipment losses for Nigerian forces. He called for a coordinated response, including improved intelligence, surveillance, and regional cooperation to counter cross-border support. Abubakar emphasized that the fight is not just against the military but against Nigeria as a whole, and urged national unity, public support, and greater recognition of the troops' sacrifices under harsh conditions. Follow for more. May 28, 2025.